Alright guys, I just unlocked the swordfish right now, so I'm trying to level it up so I can unlock the PENTA burst prestige attachment, which apparently I've seen clips of it and it's absolute melt machine. But the swordfish, I am absolutely dominating right now. God damn, I'm falling in love right now. But yeah guys, while we have this beautiful swordfish gameplay right now that I'm playing, I want to tell you guys something. Going to the gym is honestly one of my favorite things to do, man. Like, not even just for the workout, but because it feels like every single time you walk in there, you're entering a whole different world full of characters. Like, yeah, you got your normal casual gym goers just minding their business, but then you've also got the weight slammers, the screamers, the dudes who look like they're fighting, you know, like they're fighting the fucking enemies or demons just mid-set. And somehow you even got the poopers. Don't ask questions, just know they exist, okay? Oh my god. We just had to pick this Maddox right now. I don't know what kind of attachments he has right now on it. But just know they exist. And then there's the depressed hoodie guy always in the corner like, yo, you done using that? And I'm sitting there like, I don't know. Is she done using me? It gets very philosophical real quick, you know? And don't even get me started on the lifters who hoop way too much. Like, bro, this is not the NBA. Combine, relax. Or the people working out in jeans. I literally drew a jail cell for them in my mind because that's where they belong, you know? And worst of all, what is this guy doing? Okay, wait, one second. Okay. I'll let him survive for a little bit. Not anymore, buddy. Oh my god, we're streaking up so fast right now. God damn, I'm in the zone. I'm in my element, you know? And yeah, and worst of all, bro, like the old heads in the locker room just casually naked like it's a family reunion. Like, wow. Okay, bro, I'm just trying to change and leave. Why are you having a full conversation with your leg up on the bench like that? You know, you don't think I've seen enough already getting spotted on bench? Put it away, man. God damn. And speaking about spotting, that's a whole different night. Like, you got a little muscle on you and suddenly people expect you to be a Z fighter. I remember this one time. Dude walks up to me asking for a spot. I'm like, yo, okay, like, I got you. So we walk over and I see 4 plates on the bar. 4 plates. And at that point, I'm just standing there like, if this man fails,
I should have killed him.
like how I just died. I don't even know who shot me. But yeah, if this man fails, he is not getting help. He is getting a memorial. I'm not touching that bar. There is no point. What do you want me to do? Curl a Honda Civic? Like, the only spot you're getting is a patch of grass in front of your tombstone. But somehow, miracle of the year, he actually... Oh my god, this guy's shot on. You are so fucking trash, you absolute dickhead. But yeah, somehow, miracle of the year, he actually gets the weight up and I'm like, okay, cool. We survived. Because don't get me wrong, I'm actually a good spotter when it's realistic. I know what it feels like to have a PR ruined. I'd rather die than mess that up, you know? But if someone tells me don't help unless I'm struggling, I respect that. But then you got those moments where the dude clearly does not got it. He does not have it. He's shaking. Knees weak, arms spaghetti, you know? And the bar is folding him like a lawn chair and he's still yelling, I got it! No, you don't, brother. You do not got it at all. And now I'm saving your life against your will, against your will, and that's the kind of vibe I be on. PR or ER, there's no in between. And then there's gym partners. Wait, guys, 1 second. I think I can actually get a double nuke, you know? For real. But yeah. And then there's the gym partners. Like, they can make or break your whole routine. Like, my boy, the same guy. No. Okay, this is a very long time ago. It's a very long story time. I don't think none of you viewers know the DoorDash story or the delivery story. But my boy Mo, He introduced me to the gym, and he is hands down the worst gym partner alive, you know. And this man does not have a sleep schedule. He'll hit me like, yo, gym at 4, and I'll text him at 3:30 like, you ready? And he just disappears into a different dimension. And now I'm working out alone, questioning my life choices. And I remember one time he told me to meet him at 7, and I call him at 6:30 like, should I take pre? And he's like, yeah, I'm almost ready. So I take my pre-workout, which is basically legal crack in powder form, and head out, and I get there at 7. No more. I call him again, and he's like, just a stretch, bro, I'm at the light. 20 minutes go by, and now I'm shaking, itching, seeing sounds, hearing colors. Still no more. And I call him again, and I hear water in the background, and I'm like, bro, bro, where are you? And the man says, I'm on my way, traffic is crazy. And I'm like, bro, I am on 500 milligrams of caffeine, and you are on 500 milligrams of cap. Stop lying to me. And then he finally admits, okay, I'm in the shower, give me 5 minutes. And I'm like, you always do this, man. And now we're arguing like it's a relationship. Next thing you know, gym closes in an hour, he never shows up, and I just wasted 40 euros worth of pre-workout to stretch, and that's criminal. I've spent so much money on powders. At this point, I could have been a cast member on Breaking Bad for real, man. And look, supplements are important, don't get me wrong, but what you should really be afraid of is old protein shakers. Those things are biological weapons. You open one of those and the entire gym evacuates. And honestly, I might start carrying one just to clear space, because gyms be packed at the weirdest times. Like, bro, it's 9 PM on a Thursday. Why are all of us here? Don't y'all have lives? Go home. You're literally in the wrong place. You have wives. Go. And before I go, I gotta talk about leg day, you know, because leg day is different, and that's the double nuke. Beautiful, baby. But yeah, it's not even about the weight at that point, it's mental warfare. You walk in knowing you're about to question everything. Life choices, existence, gravity, all of it, and somehow every time you still come back for more. Like fucking, okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that shit. Bro, oh my god, 1 second. We're about to close this. I'm streaking up right now, baby. The funny thing is I don't even have all the attachments. Right now, I think I've leveled up the swordfish to like maybe level 20, maybe something like that. And the max I think it goes up to is 39. And I just can't wait for the Penta burst, bro. I'm gonna be getting kill chains, quad feeds. The fucking kill feed is just gonna be my swordfish, man. Oh, I'm lagging. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. I don't know how I still got those kills. Holy shit. Holy shit. Sometimes I'm actually even one bursting them, bro. What? Ooh. Come to my side, little baby. I want to sniff you. I want to touch you appropriately. You know what I'm saying? Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, bro. Bro, this swordfish. Oh. I don't know which swordfish is better, actually, because I haven't unlocked the Penta burst yet. But don't worry, guys. This video will have the Penta burst. But was the swordfish in BO4 too, right? It was in Black Ops 4, I remember. But I don't think it was in Black Ops 6 or Cold War. But Black Ops 4, I remember. Ah, that shit was crazy, bro. The sound that it used to make. Brrr, brrr. Alright, let's call this in before my teammate gets the final caps. I don't trust myself right now. Sometimes I like to zone out, you know what I'm saying? There we go, baby. There we go. Double nuclear. That's how we do it. Bada bim, bada boom. 160. We only did once. Oh my god. Damn, son. Would you look at that? Alright, guys. I finally unlocked the Penta burst. So, as you can see, I'm rocking the prestige camo for the swordfish. I'm not gonna lie. The second prestige camo looks so fucking good. I can't wait to use it on my next video once I unlock it. But yeah, let's see how the Penta burst. God damn, one burst. Another burst. Another one. Oh my god, sit down, nigga. Oh my god, we're on a roll. We're on a roll. Okay, I did not hear that guy. Holy shit. Okay, never mind. Don't worry. Just one death. We're gonna absolutely go to town with this shit. Oh my god, I'm in love with this swordfish right now. No chance. But yeah, guys, I was scrolling on TikTok and saw a crazy situation. So let me walk you through this because this whole situation is pretty honestly wild. You've got Alexander Campbell and Tyler Jocelyn, both 26 at the time, just going out like normal people and to a bar to grab a few drinks, nothing crazy, just a regular night. And then out of nowhere, things go left. They see this guy, Frank Harbales. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know if I butchered it or not. But this guy had literally just punched the manager and now is chasing him down and even throwing a chair at him. Like, we're not talking about a small argument here, you know? This dude is going full chaos mode in a restaurant. So, Campbell, Jocelyn, sit down, sir. This guy had the audacity to actually come to me. How dare you? So yeah, Campbell and Jocelyn and another staff manager step in, they intervene. Oh my god, my nose is so fucking itchy. Okay, I made some weird facial expression. Oh my god, I'm so itchy. Oh my god, guys, you don't understand. I'm in a zone right now and I do not want to touch my nose right now. Fuck it, fuck it. Alright. But yeah, so there's three of them. They step in, they intervene, tackle the guy and try to restrain him because he's clearly a danger to everyone around. But even on the ground, he's still resisting, still fighting, and some witnesses later say Campbell had him in a chokehold while they were trying to control him. And they're basically just trying to stop the situation from getting worse. And now here's where it gets serious. While they're holding him down, the guy starts hyperventilating. His heart stops, paramedics show up and he ends up dying. 2 days later, he's pronounced dead in the hospital. And just like that, these two guys who stepped in to help suddenly get charged with manslaughter. And I'm sitting here thinking, wait, what? Fast forward nearly 3 years and this case drags on, and finally the verdict comes in, not guilty. And Campbell and Jocelyn are literally crying with relief, their family celebrating because their lives were basically on hold over this. Meanwhile, the family of Harbales is in the courtroom furious, yelling, storming out, completely opposite reactions in the same room. And the judge basically says, look, at most, these guys might have made a brief misjudgment about how much force to use, but they were dealing with a real immediate threat. There was no time to sit there and carefully circulate the perfect response, and they were trying to help. He even pointed out that Harbales had a pre-existing heart condition and that the neck compression may have contributed to cardiac arrest, but it wasn't enough to prove these guys acted unreasonably. And that's the main key part. And the judge believed they were acting as good Samaritans in a situation he described as imminent danger. So he also made it clear that they didn't intend to seriously... Oh my god. Wait, since when did I get a nuke? What the hell? Holy shit. Oh my god, I was zoned out, bro. But yeah, he also made it clear they didn't intend to seriously harm the guy. And honestly, I think the whole thing is tragic. Especially because whatever caused Harbales to act like that in the first place, he clearly needed help. Now, me personally, this is the part that really gets me. So you've got a restaurant, basically a sports bar vibe, a little rowdy, no security, and someone starts punching a manager, chasing him, throwing chairs, and people expect what? Everyone just stands there and waits to see how it plays out. No, that's not how real life works. Some people are going to step in. I know I would. If I see someone getting beaten up while they're alone and overwhelmed, yeah, I might jump in too. And the idea that you could try to help and then end up facing years in prison because you didn't execute it perfectly, that's insane to me, you know? And that's the part I really don't like about how this was handled. The fact that prosecutors even brought this case forward creates a chilling effect. You're basically telling people, hey, if you help someone in danger and it doesn't go perfectly, we might ruin your life. And how does that make society safer? And then you've got the reaction from the victim's family acting like he wasn't the one who started all of this. I'm sorry, but he punched someone, chased them, threw a chair, he escalated the situation. That's not nothing, that's serious violence. Do I think he should be dead? No. It's tragic, of course not. But at the same time, when you start attacking people like that, you're creating a situation where anything can happen. And you're putting everyone else under pressure, forcing split-second decisions and expecting them to respond perfectly, which is not realistic. And people act like violence has clean, controlled outcomes. It doesn't. You hear stories all the time. You know, one punch and someone dies. So when someone is actively attacking others, yeah, people are going to react strongly to stop it. And honestly, I don't understand how you can look at a situation, especially one that was apparently all on tape, and say, yeah, let's prosecute the guys who stepped in to stop it. How does that encourage anyone to help others in the future? And that's what really blows my mind. Everything was there from the start to the end. And the manager standing there, the argument, the punch, the escalation, you saw the whole thing. And still the decision was to charge the people who intervened. I don't know, man. To me, that just doesn't make much sense, you know? What? 1 second. No. We're on a... What gun streak are we on? Holy shit. Oh! Okay, as soon as I said that, I died. Oh my god. I think I was like on a 50. I don't know, honestly. I lost count. Maybe we have enough time to get another one. I am not sure. Let's see. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm glad they were found not guilty. I really am. But the fact is that it even got to that point says a lot. It raises some serious questions about how self-defense and intervention are treated, especially in situations where people are just trying to stop someone from getting hurt, you know? Alright. Let's see. Bro. I love the looper perk, man. You can literally just farm visas all the time, man. Wait, how long do hops last? 1 minute, right? 1 minute 30? I'm not sure. Oh my god, the PENTA burst. Guys, you need to use the PENTA burst before it gets nerfed. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get nerfed when Season 3 drops, you know? 100%. And let's see, that guy's just gonna camp right there. Yeah, I don't think I have enough time, you know? Who knows? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna challenge this guy. Ah! Scheiße. I completely butchered that. Wait, 1 second. This could work in my favor. Alright, one ruthless. 16. And 17. ¿Cómo estás? 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. No point, no. Can I get a brutal though? Let's try and get a brutal. 22. No. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, it's a good idea to call in. Alright, let's see. 23, 24. 25, brutal. 26, oh my god. That would have been the 27th guy, the 28th guy, the 29th guy. Boom, bada boom. Yeah, the swordfish is meta right now, bro. Especially multiplayer. God damn. Alright guys, so I've been getting really back into the UFC lately. Like, I always kept up with the big fights. But back in high school, I was really into it. Especially watching guys like GSP and Lyoto Machida. Machida is still my favorite fighter ever. But after high school, I kind of fell off. I'd only tune in for the major events. And that's pretty much how it's been for like, I don't know, 12 to 15 years. But recently, I've been Okay, my dead slide killed me right there. God damn. But recently, I've been diving back in heavy, watching more cards, paying attention to everything again. And unfortunately, the more I watch the UFC, the more I start to hate Dana White. Because here's the thing. When you actually follow the sport closely, you're kind of forced to also pay attention to this guy. And the more you notice him, the worse it gets. Now, obviously, the big thing everyone talks about is fighter pay, and I'm not even trying to fully open that whole can of worms right now, but just briefly, it's actually insane how underpaid UFC fighters are. I'm pretty sure I made a video about the UFC a while ago, but yeah, like the only people making real money are the superstars. Everyone else, they're out here on those starter contracts like 12k to show, 12k to win, and that should honestly be kind of criminal. And it's actually disgusting how little these athletes get paid if they're not champions, you know? And even Sean O'Malley has talked about it, how the money difference between being a champion and not being one is just absurd. And yeah, you would expect a difference, sure, but not that kind of gap. And what's crazy is a lot of fighters starting out can't even do this full time. They literally need part-time jobs on the side just to survive, and it's not until you're like top 5 elite level that you can actually live comfortably off fighting. And those bonuses the UFC hands out, that's basically just a band-aid. It doesn't fix the core problem, which is that Dana White just doesn't want to pay fighters properly. And then I see reports this week saying they're cutting down on travel accommodations, and now they're only covering the head coach instead of the whole team. Like, wow. I mean, another classy move from Dana White. Just digging for more pennies, because remember guys, the UFC is just a tiny little indie promotion that totally didn't generate like $1.5 billion in 2025. Poor guy must be struggling, right? Anyways, I said I wouldn't go too deep into that, so let me move on because there's plenty more to clown on. Oh my god. Guys, I think I'm just gonna be using the swordfish until the season 3, you know. Oh my god. Someone touched my butt because this shit is absolutely spanking the fuck out of these enemies, man. But yeah. First off, I hate the UFC WWE. Can't even say that properly. WWE merger. I'm just waiting for the day Dana White gets way too involved with WWE and starts pitching the dumbest ideas imaginable. And I can already see it now, him walking into a meeting like, alright guys, hear me out. Stone Cold versus Undertaker in a slippery match. First one to grab the other guy wins. Thoughts? Like, I genuinely believe he's capable of that level of nonsense. Just a factory of terrible ideas with even worse execution. But okay, let's get into something that really rubbed me the wrong way. And I saw this interview clip recently, pretty sure it's from a couple months ago, and it just perfectly shows what kind of person Dana White is. Now, before you guys even let me describe the clip for you, you gotta remember something. This is the same guy who had the public incident with his wife at a New Year's Eve party. She slapped him and then he slapped her multiple times back in public on camera. Bro, what is going on here? What is going on here? Wait. Bro, I don't even know what happened. That is the craziest death I've seen in a while. I don't even know. I was just too confused. They got me, bro. I fell for the misdirection. But yeah. And she slapped him and he slapped her multiple times back in public on camera. And when that came out, people were actually trying to deny that it happened, until he himself had to come out and basically say, yeah, no, that was bad. So keep that in mind. Now, in this interview, he casually tells a story about when his wife was pregnant with their son, and the due date was apparently the same day as a Chuck Liddell fight. And this man goes to the doctor and is basically like, yeah, that doesn't work for me. So what do? they schedule a C-section early so he can still go to the fight. And they're laughing about it, joking like it's just a funny little story, and I'm sitting there like, are you serious? You're telling me you had your wife undergo a C-section early? Something that is a major medical procedure just so it wouldn't interfere with your schedule. And that's not a small thing. That puts the mother and the baby at risk. And you're just casually bragging about it on a podcast like it's nothing. That is insane to me. For most people, the birth of their child is one of the most important moments of their life. But for him, it sounds like it was just an inconvenience. Like, yeah, we gotta speed this up. I've got a fight to attend, time is short. Which is a wild way to think. And I've seen people try to defend it, saying maybe he was joking or exaggerating. But I watched the interview and he never walks it back. It doesn't say, oh, I made that up, he just owns it, which is honestly, it makes it worse. And to me, it really shows how he views the UFC. And I genuinely think that Dana White believes people watch the UFC for him, not the fighters. And you can see that in how he treats them, especially when it comes to pay. Like, in his mind, it's crucial that he is at the event, so important that he's willing to risk his wife's and child's health just to make sure he's there, which is the priority to him. Meanwhile, most fans were watching for the fighters. They're the ones putting everything on the line. They're the reason the UFC is what it is, not Dana White. And then on top of that, you've got this whole AI situation. People have been noticing more AI generated content in UFC broadcasts and asking about it. And when he gets questioned, his response is basically, who cares? Shut up and watch the fights. Which is the least surprising answer ever. Like, this is the guy who doesn't even want to pay fighters properly. Of course he doesn't care about paying artists, you know? If he could replace fighters with AI and save money, he would do that. And you already know he would do it in his heartbeat. But so yeah, expect more AI stuff going forward, because if it saves him money, he's all in. It doesn't matter if it makes the product worse as long as it's cheaper. And honestly, I could keep going. There's so much to tell you about this guy. And yeah, at the end of the day, I really do like the UFC. I love the fighters, but it sucks that it's run by someone like this. And hopefully one day the fighters actually get paid what they deserve. But as long as Dana White is in charge, I would not count on it.